I think the last time I went live was at the hospital. Anyway, let y'all know I'm doing alright. I've been a little depressed lately. My face. You know, my face is it's getting me down. Mainly because it's fucking paralyzed. You know, and I do a lot of y'all know I do YouTube and shit, and I do music, and I'm always out there in the public. Even though I'm a damn introvert and a shut-in, and I don't want to be in the public, or I put myself there. But it's all good. Not lying. But I I wanted to say that in the light of everything that happened to me, from YouTube to Instagram to Facebook to y'all are like, my second family. And the majority of y'all on Facebook are my family from back home in Louisiana, And I appreciate everybody. I do, I'm kind of nervous. I have an appointment Tuesday to get my carotid artery looked at, and I'm pretty sure nothing's wrong. I'm pretty sure nothing's wrong. But I'm also just nervous because I got all these tests done, and all these tests, and I got all this shit in front of me, and I don't know. I think about my dad, because my dad, he didn't really, he started taking care of himself at the last minute, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to take care of myself now. I haven't had a cigarette in over a week, and my blood pressure has actually came down, which is good. I'm taking my medicine the way I'm supposed to be taking it, And I probably shouldn't be doing these things either, but I don't know. I got tired of not smoking, So I decided I needed something to curb the nicotine because I couldn't afford the patches. Whoa, that's bright. But I got these things. They're tobacco-free nicotine pouches, and so far they're doing the trick. Because when I want a cigarette, I went 3 days with a patch. Actually, 2 days. 2 days with a patch. I did another fucking 5 days with no patch. I couldn't take it no more, So, anyway, I'm trying to take care of myself. I've been trying to I've been walking. Even though I walk the house, I still walk, I noticed that I still have my muscles, but they're just not as big as what they were. I'd love to get back in the gym, or at least work around with weights, you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm nervous because my dad, he died at 55, right? I don't think I'm going to die at 55, but I'm just saying, he died at 55 because he didn't take care of himself properly, okay? What started his health problems is that a FedEx driver cut him off while he was driving down the highway, and he didn't have his seatbelt on, He didn't have his seatbelt on, and his chest slammed the steering wheel and messed his heart up, And in the hospital, I had some relief because I got an ultrasound done on my heart, and they said it was fine. There's nothing wrong with it, But I do have something wrong in my brain back here, because I have the face droop, and my body's cut in half on the right side is numb. And I'm surprised I can still use my picking hand. I love the fact I can still play my guitar. I'm not going to stop because the doctor told me that playing my guitar is the best thing I could do for my brain right now. You know, because I'm not all here. I mean, I'm here, but I'm not in a way. You know, and that shit, it messed me up pretty good. You know, and I just don't want to. I don't want to make the same mistakes my dad did. It just makes me nervous, you know, like this whole thing shook me, you know, because I didn't take, I'm not saying I took life for granted, you know, I didn't take life for granted at all. It's just that I was a little careless on some things, like the night I had the stroke, I'm not very proud to say that I drank a bunch of Monster water my son wanted me to try. I didn't think it was a big deal, you know, whatever, it's just water, but I ain't drinking Monster no more. You know, I ain't drink Mountain Dew either because I drink a big ass swig of that Monster water, a 1 liter of Mountain Dew, and I smoked probably like 10, 15 cigarettes that night, just out of nervous habit, you know. And then I took my blood pressure pills that I swallowed with Mountain Dew with no water. You know, I didn't drink no water like an idiot. And I woke up that morning. And I went to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I ended up waking up at 7, right? I woke up at 7 and I was like, oh shit. You know, I thought I was dizzy as hell. I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? And, you know, I was like, okay, well, maybe I just gotta pee. You know, so I went to the bathroom, took a piss. And I couldn't even, like, pee standing up. I had to sit down. You know what I mean? It was bad. I had to sit down to pee. And I sat there, and I thought maybe I just had a panic attack. You know, my anxiety was high from all the caffeine and shit, you know? And so I was sat on the edge of my bed, and I was talking to Debbie, and I was freaking out, dude, because, like, I felt my heart kind of, like, go like this, you know what I mean? My whole upper body fucking just seized up on me, and I was just like, and so I started to calm down, started breathing slow, you know, I didn't want to breathe fast, you know what I mean? Started breathing real slow and deep, and trying to meditate on my breathe, or, you know, concentrate on my nose, because, you know, meditation usually helps calm me down. So I started meditating, and I blacked out. Debbie said I started hollering. I woke up Thomas. Thomas came in the room freaking out. I was so freaked out on both of them. I called 911. And as I was on the phone with 911, I felt my face do this. With the dribbling, you know? And fucking, I made that 911 operator stay on the phone. Like, I called that bitch back, you know? I called her back because she was like, trying to get me off the phone to relax and stuff, and I couldn't relax. And the paramedics got to the house finally, you know, and the 911 operator stayed on the phone with me. She was real cool and, you know, calmed me down. And when the paramedics got to the house, my blood pressure was like 202 over 170 something, right? And my face was fucked up. I knew it was. Like, Debbie wouldn't let me look in the mirror. Nobody would let me look in the mirror at first, you know. And so anyway, two paramedics helped me get out the house because I couldn't walk straight, you know. I was bouncing off the walls with my hands like I was drunk, you know. And I laid on the gurney, and the fucking world just spun real hard. But it was slow, but it was fast. I can't explain it. With the paramedics, they didn't give me. I was pissed off because the paramedics didn't give me nothing to fucking calm down in the ambulance. They didn't give me no medicine. We got to Providence because that was the first place I thought it was a local hospital here where I'm at. And I probably should have went there, but I didn't. I felt like I couldn't make it. You know what I mean? And anyway, I got to the hospital, and the paramedics told the fucking people in the emergency room, they said, well, what's wrong with him? Oh, he just had a panic attack. And all I remember was somebody saying, do you see his face? Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, what in my face? Sir, be quiet. You gotta just calm. We're gonna get you calm. They fucking stuck an IV in me. Started giving me drugs. and calm down medicine and shit, dude. And he got me stable. And I got they chewed the ambulance drivers out, man. And I don't give a fuck. They should have done the job right, you know. But anyway, later on that the day started progressing, you know. I got a CAT scan done, you know, and not too long after that, they told me I had a small. They think I had a stroke at that time, right? So I went upstairs. I went upstairs. They admitted me and stuff, and I went to get an MRI done, right? Well, I forgot that when they do MRIs, they gotta like cage whatever fucking body part they're doing down, right? They gotta put a little thing over it so it'll stay still. Well, I was sitting there, right, and fucking, I was laying there like this. I was laying there, and they get me all comfortable and shit, you know, the little head thing, whatever. And they strapped this little thing over my chin, and I didn't realize it was just the chin thing. Because if I just would have noticed it's the chin thing, I'd have been straight with it, whatever. They put this thing on my face, and I freaked the fuck out, man. I was like, oh, hold on. I said, I need some drugs, something to calm me down, because I can't be doing this on my face. So they kind of laughed it off a little bit. They unhooked everything. They got me off the bed, put me on my bed. They wheeled me out into the hallway, into the little waiting area. And, anyway, they put me in the waiting area. And the nurse came down with some Ativan, right? So they pumped me up with some Ativan. And I laid there for another, like, I guess 15 minutes or so. Because I couldn't tell time. I was fucking out of it. So the lady came in there, she says, Mr. Russell, would you like to try again? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. Because I was feeling pretty good. And, you know. So anyway, we got in there, and they asked me if I wanted the headphones, because it was just too much in that little space. So I was like, no, I'll take the earplugs. Give me some earplugs, right? And some foam blocks to put on inside of my head so I'll be comfortable. So I was comfortable in there, and it's okay, we're going to put the thing back on your face. And I was like, that's cool. I said, I kind of put my hand up, you know, and this lady was nice enough to sit there. And I don't care if it makes you look like a soft man or whatever, or wussy, but that lady held my hand and rubbed my leg the whole time I was in there getting that MRI done. I'll tell you what, that was the nicest lady ever, you know, to sit there with me like that. And she talked to me the whole time, you know. I couldn't really hear her over the machine and all that shit, but I could kind of hear her. And so, like, whenever she would talk, I just kind of, like, rub her hand a little bit like this, you know, to let her know I was listening. When she talked me through the whole thing, it went faster than normal because I stayed still and I didn't freak out, you know. And then I went back upstairs, and the people over in the, you know, in the rooms or whatever where they admit you at, they wouldn't let me eat or drink anything. I didn't drink nothing or eat nothing for like 24 hours because since my face is like this, they didn't know if I could eat or drink anything, right, without choking. But I had been drinking water the whole time in the ER. And so long story short, the next day, well, first off, the occupational therapist came in and she walked me around the room because I could walk. I was just fucking real dizzy, you know. She walked me around the room and everything was cool, you know. And then not too long after that, the physical therapy lady came up there and she walked me around the unit. We walked around the hallway, the big unit thing where I was in there. I walked around there twice. I sat on my bed. I got up. I walked around my room again. I did all the little exercises they wanted me to, like, you know, make sure I was straight. You know, like put your hand in the air, touch your nose and my finger, and all this other stuff. So I did all that, and sorry, but I did all that, and so she those two people cleared me. Then the speech lady came in, and you know, she brought in like a sandwich and some graham crackers and some water, and I was like, I didn't give a shit about the food at that time. I was just looking at that cup of water like it's mine. I want that water, you know. because I've been doing the fucking stick and the stick and the little sponge. I was just sucking on a sponge, you know. And anyway, she cleared me because I was able to eat and chew and stuff, and everything was cool, and she was happy with it, you know. And then before you know it, they got my blood pressure under control for the most part. They were happy, and they sent me home, you know. But what pissed me off is that the only explanation the doctor could give me is that I need to quit smoking and lose weight. That's all he said. He didn't say anything. I asked him, what about my face and my speech and my whole right side's numb. What I do about that? He's like, you PCPs, your primary care doctor is going to have to help you with that, and you're young, you'll get over it. We don't know how long it's going to take, but it'll eventually go away. And I was thinking to myself, you know, I was like, y'all at the hospital with a man as big as I am, right, had a stroke, and you can't help me with some explanation and set me up some real therapy for my face, you know, like my pain doctor had to do that for me, you know. I've been going, I had to quit smoking weed and a bunch of other stuff because of my ankle over here. I'm still getting used to walking and stuff again. I went to the pain clinic to get some help, you know, and I'm still going to the pain clinic, you know, and it's like the lady at the pain clinic is helping me more than the fucking hospital did. Like, she put in for a cane for me so I can have some balance because of my head now, and I think I have an ear infection over here too because it hurts sometimes, you know, and balance is kind of off. But she put in for a cane. She put in for therapy for my face, you know what I mean? I got to call them Monday. And it's like, what's this world coming to that they can't even help nobody like that now? You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I have to give y'all some more updates too next week because I got to get my carotid artery. I got to get an ultrasound of that. And I get to see my primary doctor on Wednesday. So Tuesday is the ultrasound. Wednesday is my primary care doctor, you know. And it's like, you know, the shit makes me nervous, you know, because my dad had fucking strokes and heart attacks and fucking, I'm talking about, they were putting like 30, 40 pounds of fluid off of his heart because he wouldn't listen. He would take care of himself. He would not do it. He's stubborn. And he died at 55. And I'll be motherfucked if that's going to be me. You know. I've already lost some weight. I can feel it. I done lost weight. I'm sitting down too. So, I mean, I got chocolate milk on my shirt from earlier because I decided that it'd be nice, you know. I'm gonna try to drink out of a mug instead of a straw, and I took a swig of that shit, dude. And I was trying to keep it in my mouth. This shit just all over me. I couldn't help it. I felt so bad. At the same time, I was like, well, you can't really help it. It just fucking, you know what I mean? So, like, I gotta remember now just to drink out of a straw at all costs right now, because unless it's coffee, then I'll have to deal with it. You know, like I drank a cup of coffee about an hour or two ago with my brother. Me and my brother, we played video games, and I drank a cup of coffee, kind of calmed down, you know. But I didn't put sugar in my coffee. It was just a little half and half and some coffee. I don't put no sugar in it. I think I had one regular soda today, and it was only like half the can. I've cut out a lot of sugar. Bread, I cut out a lot of bread, you know. Like I said, I'm sticking to this thing. I didn't buy salt this month. I bought Miss Dash, you know. I'm staying away from greasy food. Like whenever they got a store down the street from my house, like a mini market that like sells hamburgers and stuff, you know. And I don't do salt on the fries no more. You know what I mean? I just eat, you know, no salt at all. You know, so I'm starting to make decisions healthier for me. You know, and it's like the last few times I went down there to get a burger, I got chicken, like the chicken sandwiches. You know. And to be honest with you, the chicken sandwich is better than the hamburger, you know. But other than that, I've just been eating good. I've been trying to eat healthier. I got a lot of chicken. I got chicken and beef. I couldn't afford any of the fish because fish is expensive, but hopefully I'm going to the food bank tomorrow and Wednesday, hopefully, and I'll see if they got salmon. They always be giving fish out at the food bank, and I love fish. Fish is so good. Like whenever before I broke my ankle, I dropped. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but I dropped all kind of weight. I was doing intermittent cardio, and I was doing intermittent cardio plus working out and fasting, and I was eating like clean. I was eating fish and broccoli and cauliflower, and I was eating good. You know what I mean? So like, at least I had all that in me before I started hurting. I got hurt, and then I had this happen, and it wasn't like because whenever like when I was in the ER, they did ultrasound in my heart, and the dude said he kept looking at me like this. He said, "He's back to things, looking." And I was kind of half asleep. I was looking at him. He was kind of looking at me. I was like, "What you looking at?" He's like, "I don't understand you." I was like, "Why?" He says, "Because there ain't nothing wrong with your heart." I said, "You ain't supposed to be telling me that." He said, "Dude, I don't know." He said, "This is weird to me because you don't have, first off, you ain't got no plaque. And you're a big man. You're not a diabetic. Your heart's fine. I don't know what's wrong. What they think's wrong. It might be your head, bro. But I can't tell you this. I gotta hurry. He had to hurry up and tell me when the people came back in the room. But he said your heart's just fine. So that made me feel pretty good. My heart's good. I got no plaque in my arteries. My arteries are clean. My heart's clean, which makes me believe that this over here is clean. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm hoping for. But I'm thinking about getting some of those masks. Like I found some black hospital masks on Amazon to cover my face up because Debbie and everybody tells me, there's nothing wrong with your face. You know what I mean? And you look fine, but I don't feel fine. Just to be completely honest with y'all, I don't feel fine. I don't like this. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact I can't move my eyebrow, my face. That's all I got. And like I've been doing their exercises with the face and all that shit. But it's not. It's like it doesn't want to do anything. It bothers me a lot. And but I'm very, very thankful that I can still play the guitar. I really am. Like. That's I wasn't like scared to die because I figured that if I was gonna die, I was gonna die. That's how I looked at it. I made my peace with God and I made my peace with the qualms I had in my head with people. I started making peace in here, so I was good. All right, I was good. What I was worried about is this shit, the after effects. Like. I don't understand it. Cold hurts the right side of my body, but the heat don't. Like when I was in the shower the other day, I was taking a shower, and I was sitting there, and had the hot water going, and I had it on my neck because I was like, it just made me feel better, I had it on my neck. And I was like, okay, well, I'll, blast it with a little bit of lukewarm cold water, right? Because it, relaxed it more, you know what I'm saying? So I turned the lukewarm cold water on, and it felt like on the right, like it felt good on the left side, but on the right side, it felt like fucking, like it's like people were stabbing me, dude, and it freaked me out, And it's just, I got so much on my mind with all this, I've been writing a lot of music. I've been playing guitar a lot. The doctor told me that if I play guitar, it'll help my brain. So I've been playing a lot more lately. I got more videos coming up. I mean, it's a good outlet for me to do these videos, and I love y'all for watching them and helping me out with this channel and supporting my music. I mean, y'all don't understand. Like, I write music a lot of times, and I put videos out. And I don't like, a part of me is like, nobody's going to watch this. They're not going to like this shit. You know what I mean? And I get such a good response every time, It touches my heart. I want to let y'all know that. It does touch my heart that y'all like my music, I know that death metal and slam and tech death isn't for everybody, but it does help my brain. It helps my fingers and my dexterity. It helps me think on the fly. Sometimes when I'm trying to write something, and a lot of times those videos are just me, uh, just doing my thing. It's like I get on. A lot of times I get drum tracks, and I just hit record, and I'll play whatever comes to my brain, or whatever comes out too. Sometimes, and I'll go back and I'll piece them together on these songs with Jason, which me and him are working on a project right now. But it's hard because he just had ligament surgery to fix his back after his back surgery, and I'm like this right now, and so a lot of people would give up, but that's not me, Jack. I got a story, and that story is gonna be told through that music, one way or another. You know what I mean? And I'm 36, 7 years old, and that don't mean that I'm gonna quit. And a lot of people tell me, well, you should play pop music and country music and make you a lot of money, right? Well, I like the music that I play and my style, and I'm not gonna sell myself out just for some dollars. Like dollars would be nice, you know what I mean? But I don't want to. I'm not gonna compromise what I like just to get money and lie to myself and other people. You know what I mean? Because money ain't everything. I was laying in the hospital bed on the 31st, clinging on to fucking life. And I'm gonna tell you something, I wasn't worried about fucking money, Jack. I didn't give a shit about money. And it's like, money has been such a thing with me, dude. I hoard it. I try to hold on as much as I can. But I'm realizing that I can't hold on to everything. I gotta live, I got so wrapped up in everything that I was doing and thinking and letting that shit control me, and I forgot how to live. And I'm gonna live now. It's my turn. It's my turn to be happy. It's my turn to live. It's my turn to do some things that Charles wants to do. It's my turn now, and I'm still gonna be there for my family, and I'm gonna make sure they're straight too. But I got a few goals in mind for this year, and they're not resolutions. They're just goals that I want to have. One of those goals is that I'm going to set my computer up to record music. And that shouldn't cost me a lot of money to get that set up. It's just going to take some time. I've already got a guitar and I've got an amp now that I'm very proud of, with very little ego. I'm very proud of it. And I feel like I'm starting to get things back that I lost, and it feels good. I got a nice apartment. I was laying in that hospital room, dude. I was like, I got a nice apartment. I got a nice family. I got a nice guitar and an amp coming. I've got, let me see. I got my computer. I finally got a computer. And it's a pretty nice one. It's a little gateway, and when it does its job, it doesn't lag too much, and it'll run the programs I need. And I started thinking about it, like, you got everything you need. Now it's time to build on goals, and that's what I'm working on. I appreciate everybody that loves me and checks on me and comes to see me, and even my ankle, I fucking, they'll touch my heart, And nothing goes unappreciated at all, Nothing goes unappreciated. It does. I love everybody for what they've done for me. And it's just hard on me mentally, I guess, right now. It's just, I've been through a lot in the past few months, and all the stress and drama, I was gonna let all that shit go, I'm just gotta worry about living, and that's what, like I said, that's what we're trying to be doing, man. And I appreciate y'all listening to me ramble, But like I said, I got all kind of appointments coming up, and I've got to get everything done. the way it needs to be done. And I'm gonna keep. I've got Y'all need to check my YouTube channel out though and look for a playlist called Sketches of Death Season 3. That's the newest season I've been working on in my little collection of things. I got 2 seasons already if y'all want to catch up on it. But like I got on my 3rd season now, and I got pretty good, views on it. I got consistency on it, and it's pretty cool. And but yeah, it's just I guess I'm mentally tired, you know. And thanks, Chris. I'm trying my best. I really am. I'm trying my best, and it's not easy, you know. Especially like with the no smoking thing, it's not so bad no more. I've got me some nicotine pouches, they working. And I started off with the 3 milligram pouches, and they weren't really doing much for me. And I just tried I got the same ones and the same flavor, but I got the 6 milligrams. But I popped one of them motherfuckers in, and it was like, so I thought, like, this is alright, and then I was like, there you go, I felt the nicotine. Like the patch gives me them chills sometimes, like the nicotine does. That fucking little pouch gave me the same thing the damn patch did, man. It just hit me. I was like, God. And it curves my shit for cigarettes, and I'm like, I don't want to waste no more money on something that small that wants to kill me. That's how I look at it now. But if people smoke cigarettes, they're gonna smoke them. It's not like I'm better than anybody else, but. Oh, my ear hurts. Alright, well, this pill done kicked in, and the pain in my face has kind of subsided a little bit. And I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and listening to me. And if you're just now joining the stream, make sure that you watch it from the beginning once I end it here in a second. I just wanted to let y'all know how I was doing, and I love y'all. Y'all are my heart. Y'all are my family. I love you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and go to bed because I got some shit to do in the morning. I'm going to try to put a vlog up on YouTube eventually. I don't usually do anything on the weekend, but I might try to vlog, do me a little vlog for y'all. And Sundays I usually don't do nothing, but during the week I'll put up videos and stuff. And I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Good night.